Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Table Flippin' Board Games. It's Friday night, so that means it's time for some more awesome board gaming on Tabletop Simulator. As always, I'm Ogre Yonder, joined by Game Face Killa. And
Hello.
tonight we have Laura Lania joining us for Letters from Whitechapel, I believe.
Yes.
So I'm a fan of short intros and just getting right into the action. So, Game Face, can you tell us about this game?
Yes, this is Letters from Whitechapel. This was a game. This is an Italian game. It was designed by Gabriele Mari and
Nice.
Gianluca Santopietro.
Nice
Wow.
enunciation. Wow.
Thanks. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of interested as to why this game kind of started in Italy, but it's been published by many different publishers in Europe, but currently it's published by Fantasy Flight Games here in America. It's another one in our series of one versus many games. And you'll probably see some things that are very similar to Scotland Yard, which is an older game. And I think they kind of took some of the elements of that. And of course, it's set in London still. But there's elements of bluffing, of course. There's one person who's trying to hide out. In this case, it's the infamous Jack the Ripper. So this is kind of a grim game compared to Scotland Yard. There's definite murder and mayhem and serial killing going on. And in this game, the one person is Jack the Ripper, and he commits a crime in the evening. It takes place over four nights, four separate nights in 1888, where he committed the crimes that he's most likely to have committed. There's been some other murders that are attributed to him, but these are the ones that historians are pretty sure had a common link and were probably related to him. So in these four nights, he in the first two nights, and the last night, he kills one person. In the third night, he kills two women. So we're going to kind of be going through those different nights. In the first night, Jack will murder one wretched in the streets of London, and it will happen in one of these numbered spaces that has a red circle. And that is determined by Jack the Ripper. I'm going to decide ahead of time where I want to start my murders, and then at some point throughout the night, I have to race back to my hideout. Now, the hideout I pick, I've already chosen my hideout. It's going to be one of the circles on the board with a number, but it can't be a red one.
Oh,
So it's
good.
going to
That's
be, oh,
helpful.
yeah, narrows it down for you guys.
All
Um,
right.
so I pick one hideout, and it's got to be my hideout for all four nights. And I've got to run from the scene of the crime back to my hideout. And during that time, the other players are playing the police investigators of the time. One of the cool things I like about this game is they use actual photos of the detectives from back then. Um, and you guys will be sort of trying to corner Jack the Ripper to prevent him from getting to his hideout. Because if I don't, I only have about 15 turns plus I can add some extra turns if I decide to wait before I kill someone. But for the most part, I have usually on the average about 15 turns to get back to my hideout. If I don't make it, then I lose the game. Or if you guys corner me in such a way that I cannot make a move without moving through a police investigator, then I lose the game.
Okay.
So how the game kind of works is police investigators move with these tokens, and they move on the what are called crossroads, which are the black squares. So they're kind of like the street corners, right? The main street avenues. And Jack is going to move secretly by writing down the numbers, just like Scotland Yard, of where he's
Hmm.
moving, and he moves from circle to circle. So if you notice, some of the circles are pretty far apart, and there's actually a couple of street corners in between them. Like for example, here there's three street corners between numbers 99 and 86. So Jack has some interesting moves that he could possibly
Hmm.
make, and to where he wouldn't have to move through a police investigator. But if his one illegal move is that he cannot move through a police investigator, but he has to follow a dotted line from one circle to an adjacent circle. In addition to that, he has, of course, some tricky moves up his sleeve. Like, for example, he has this is a stagecoach token, even though it says alley token when you highlight it. Uh,
Mhm.
it's actually a
Close enough.
stagecoach token. So when he does that, when he uses this, he's got a limited number of them, three of them. When he does this, he can actually move two consecutive circles in a row, and he can actually skip past a police investigator while on a stagecoach.
But he can only go to the
That's fun.
adjacent ones, right? He can't go
Right,
through the. Okay.
right. So I'd have to write down two numbers that were consecutive, one right after the other. So I could go from, like, for example, 140 to 125, and then to one. I'm sorry, if I started at 140, I could go to 125 and then to 143.
Hmm.
And if there were any police investigators anywhere on there, I'd just skip past them.
Okay.
The other special move that Jack has, and this one's a lot trickier, is an alley token. So let's say Jack is on 141 here. Now this is, you can see the dotted lines kind of make a block, a city block,
Hmm.
if you follow the dotted line. And then what happens is, um, if I was on 141, I could play an alley token, and then I can move to any circle that's anywhere on this block. So it's kind of cool
Oh,
because
I
some of the
see. That's
blocks are
neat.
actually gigantic. And
Yeah.
so, like up
Yeah,
here, there's
like
a block
these.
that has like 5 or 6 circles connected to it. So I could move from where you might actually know where I am to anywhere unknown, possibly.
Oh,
And
that's
Jack starts
cool.
off with 2 of those alley tokens, and 3 stagecoach tokens. But as the nights go on, I get fewer and fewer of those.
So
It becomes
these
harder.
regenerate?
They do regenerate every night, but every night I get one fewer. Um, a night 2, I get one fewer stagecoach token, and then the next night I get one fewer alley token, and then the next night I get only one of each. Or the last night I get one of each. So every
Gotcha.
time we start a new night, one of them is depleted permanently. But yeah, otherwise they replenish. If I use them all, then I still get a number of them back
I
at
feel
this.
like this would make an amazing trading card game. Like, I already want to play the trading card game version of this.
Yeah. Um, so Jack basically wins if he's able to get back to his hideout on all 4 nights.
On
The,
all. Wait, he has to do it every night?
yeah, I
Yeah,
have
he
to
has
get
to
back to the
kill
hideout
Oh.
somebody and then go back.
every
Um,
night.
but he might not make
That's
it back if
interesting.
we catch him.
And does he
Right.
have to kill somebody at a different location every night?
Yes, so let's say for instance I kill someone on 65.
Hmm.
I cannot kill anybody else there. I have to choose from the other remaining squares to kill people. So by the end of the game,
Mm.
there's really only 2 or 3 places I have to choose from.
Who
Oh,
kills
that's really
somebody in
interesting.
the same spot twice? I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
I
really,
don't
it gets
know.
a little stinky. Serial killers, like, fresh.
They cleaned out the
Exactly.
body from the last night, so it's fine.
There's just a few chunks there still, you know?
Um, so one of the things that's kind of interesting about this game, or kind of frustrating, is there's a lot of steps, and each step has like this heading and title, but it's actually a very short step, and there's not much to it. So the first half of the game is called the hell phase, or health part.
Hmm.
Um, and what happens during this part is, oh, you guys actually,
We have
sorry.
to put down our, like, police tokens, don't we?
Actually, so if you guys are going to be red and green, do you want to
Hmm.
match your colors?
Sure.
Sure.
And then I shuffled this up. One of you is going to be the head investigator. So if you want to draw,
Oh, yeah. Do I just put it on the table? Yeah.
yeah, you can just flip it.
I can't remember how to. Is it shift to look into the
Oh,
onto the cards?
F flips it.
F flips it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm a detective inspector.
Oh, so was yours drawn first?
He
I
drew
don't know.
first. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Think so?
So I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
How about if
I
I
couldn't read mine anyways, so I
All
was
right.
trying to figure out how to bring the
So
card up onto the screen.
just draw the top one off and then flip it, and then that's
You
who
go
the
ahead.
head investigator will be this time. So flip it.
Okay.
All right.
Six.
All right. So Laura Laney is going to be.
Why do I have two replicons?
Oh, I see how
They're
that
making
works.
the same
Okay.
color.
So she's
Got
the
it.
head investigator
Got it.
for tonight.
Got it.
This night.
Okay.
And this is August 31st, 1888.
Sure, it
So
is.
Jack Jack gets 3 stagecoach tokens and 2 alley tokens. So the first step is called prepare the scene. So I did that. And then what I do is I'm going to take, these are the wretched tokens. So these are the possible victims. And you
Mhm.
notice that 3 of them are blank. I'm going to place them on all of the red spots, but you're not going to know which ones are the decoys, which are the 3, because I'm throwing off the investigators, and which are the 5 real targets that I'm going to pick from this night. So the targets I have to pick from have to be the red ones, but you guys won't know the difference at first.
Well, I'm gonna know, and I'm gonna take a pre-game guess at where your hideout is. I'm gonna say that your hideout is. Have you already chosen it?
Yeah, I did choose it.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, I'm gonna pick it before you choose it, and I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
it's here, and you're like, no, it's not. I predetermine that you are 113.
Wow.
That
That's a good
is,
guess.
so
Good
I'm just gonna
guess.
write that in chat. You can go ahead and highlight that
Nice.
later. He's just like silently
see.
erasing it on
Is
his.
that here?
Yeah. So I'm placing all of the tokens
All
on the
right.
board.
Do we reveal these by moving to them or something?
They'll be revealed all at the same time during a later step.
Okay.
Because we're gonna put down our police dudes, but we
Right.
don't know which ones are the decoys, so we're trying to guess that we're gonna be close to where he is at the murder.
Right.
'Cause-
Gotcha.
yeah.
So now the head of investigation takes these patrol markers, and if you want to, I've got to figure out so what you got to do is if
I know
you
at least 2 of them have to be on the big yellow ones.
yeah, actually at the beginning of the game, all of them have to be on the yellow squares.
Okay.
But you're gonna want to flip them face down too, because you don't want me to know which ones have you guys
Oh,
as.
I thought they would. I thought they were already flipped, and you weren't able to see them
No,
because
I
you
can see them. If
you
you want
cheater.
to,
Is
on
this your
the
secret area? Is that a
actually
secret
you'll
area?
have to make a secret area.
Oh.
If you go to the left-hand side of your screen with the buttons,
Uh
you
huh.
should see one. It's 4 from the top called Zone,
Yeah.
and then if you
Hidden.
go to Hidden, then you can draw a square by dragging it.
Oh, this area
There you
is
go. Now
now
I can't.
Laura. This is Laura Land. You don't get to know what's going on in Laura Land. This is mine.
Yep. Now I
Even
can't
I
see.
don't get to know what's going on, and I'm your ally.
Oh, wait, did it go away or does it stay
I
there?
think
Oh,
I think you
sorry.
might have
Then you.
deleted it.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to my pointer tool.
There you
Okay,
go.
still Laura Land. Got it.
Oh,
Come on. No, why? Why does Laura
should have
Land
done
want to
that.
disappear? I'm going back to my marking tool
There you
and
go.
I'm off of zone and I'm clicking on yes. Yes.
So now the trick is that Jack doesn't know where the actual policemen are and where the two policemen decoy are.
So I
Oh,
have to
there's
put them
policeman
on
decoy.
all the yellow ones
Right.
at first.
And the decoys might throw me off, and I might get surprised because the victim that I've chosen might be very close to where a policeman's going to end up being, which kind of sucks.
I don't think I'm missing any yellow spaces at the moment.
There's
Oh,
this one.
there's. Oh, well, I'm missing 2 yellow spaces. Great. Way to call me out, boys.
You're welcome. That's what we're here for.
Thanks. Oh, nope. Slightly.
Sorry, I got it.
Laura Land. Laura Land.
All right. In the future, though, on subsequent nights, they won't be placed on. Not all of them will be placed on these yellow squares. They'll be placed on based on where you ended in the night before. But we'll get to that later. So now Jack is going to flip over the wretched tokens, and they are replaced. Any of the ones that are red are replaced with the actual wretched pawns, and any decoys are just put to the side.
Do you want us to help you flip?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Sure. I think that one's a.
This is a
Oh,
decoy.
I actually can't flip them.
Okay, and then they get replaced with these, the ones that actually have the red on them.
Can we just put them on top of them? No, wait. No,
I'll
you
grab
need
it.
to first.
I think
Okay.
they
Woo!
might-
Teamwork.
There we go. Another one up here.
Yeah, I got you. I'm following.
Wait.
It's good. No, wait.
Oh, I grabbed it. I stole it
You-
from you.
Rude.
Sorry.
Wait, this was right here. Okay. Now I'm confused. Nope, we're good.
We're good.
Okay.
All right,
the
we got it.
all the wretched.
Yeah, so these are where the actual targets are. So now at this point, I have to decide whether to kill someone now or wait a turn. And if you see this time track down here, if I wait a turn, that's going to give me an extra turn to get back to my hideout. But if I decide to wait, that also lets you move the wretched 1 circle in any direction you want.
Every wretched in
Hmm.
one
Every
circle?
wretched, yeah.
Okay.
So
So
what you could
obviously
do
we want to
is-
bring them closer to us
Right,
so that we can
right.
find you.
So that's the dilemma that I have is I could either bid for more time or go ahead and risk it, but they don't move to an inconvenient spot.
Well, you might as well go ahead and risk it because we're gonna find you.
I
You can
know. I
run,
think I'm
but
gonna-
you can't hide.
I think this early in the game, I think I need to go ahead and just kill one of them. So
Get rid of it.
yeah. So So now I replace that with my Jack token. So this will let us know if I can't get back to my hideout before the time I get to 15, then I lose. So
Okay.
this is the victim is number 46. And so I put a crime scene token on it. So you know that's the space where I'm starting.
Wait, 46 or 27?
I'm sorry, 27. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So that's the space where I know I'm starting.
All right.
And then let's see. Skipping to step 8, a corpse on the sidewalk. I wrote down the location in my notebook. The alarm whistles. The police turn over all of the non-revealed patrol tokens and place any of the colored pawns wherever there are matching colors. So
This is
looks like
nothing.
blue here.
Wait, yeah.
This one goes back to Laura Land.
Laura Land is a great land with a diverse people. Our economy is fair. Am I missing one? This one right here.
Should be a brown one.
This
Is
one.
it in Laura Land? Oh.
Nope,
No.
it's
Oh.
not in Laura Land. I wouldn't do
Got
that
it.
to you. The police are here to help me.
Wait, we have this one too. Is that
Oh,
is that yellow?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're good.
Yoink.
Yeah.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Got it.
I would totally bro fist you right now, but you're on the other side of the internet, so it
Sorry.
doesn't really. I guess we can do with our little mini hands. Bro fist.
All right.
Nice.
So
We found a way.
so now this is the main part of the game. This is the hunting phase.
Okay.
And this is where I am trying to get to my hideout and you're trying to trap me. So I am going to write down a space that I'm moving to, and unless I tell you that I'm using a special token, I have to move to an adjacent circle. So you know that I'm moving to an adjacent circle. I got to figure out where that is.
So you just have to get to your hideout overall. You don't have to go each night back to your hideout.
Right.
But you do eventually have to kill in order to get more spaces. So
Wait,
let the game begin.
he doesn't have to go back to his hideout every night?
Oh, yes, I do. I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Every single
All right,
night.
that's what I thought. So but you kill and then we know where you're starting, but then you
Right.
have to make it back to the same place every night.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I've written down my number, so I have moved. So now each of the detectives gets to move, and this is the part that I hate actually, because the detectives can choose to either move 0 spaces, 1 space, or 2 spaces. And we're talking about the crossroads, so you're talking about moving on squares. So for example, green could
Yeah.
nowhere, 1, or 2.
So if I move through
Example.
29, for instance, and you're on 29, does it count as catching you?
No.
Oh, that's the worst.
There's a second step to you guys' investigation. First you move, and then you're going to decide whether you want to search for clues in the adjacent circles or try to arrest if you know an exact circle where I am.
Oh,
You can
and
pursue
if
an
we
arrest.
miss the arrest, then it's just like, nope, sorry, I'm not there.
Yep.
Like,
But if you get the arrest, then I lose because you caught me.
If you search for clues, then what happens?
So let's say we're searching for clues where green is. This
Yeah.
is kind of, I don't know. I think this is an unfair part too, but so what you do is you start with any circle you want. So let's say you pick 29 and you say, I'm searching for clues in 29. Then I tell you and then I have to look on my notes. And if I've been in that space, I have to put a yellow clue token. So you know at some point during this game, I've moved to 29 or through 29.
I see.
If you find a clue token, then you stop there. But if you don't find a clue in 29, then you can guess another adjacent one, like 30. And if
Do
there's not one
all
there,
of
you
these
can go
count as
50.
adjacent?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Sick.
technically, it's very easy.
That's why
for
it's
them to
5
say-
against 1, though.
I'm
is
moving
because you
here.
Yeah.
have to-
Going in.
All right. So green is moved.
Yeah.
We never.
Oh, we can move these wretched now.
I'm gonna move this red one space and wait. I wouldn't be able to look for. I want to look for clues in that area. Okay, I'm moving this way.
Yeah,
That counts as one
you have to move
space.
to
right?
black.
Okay.
You move. Yeah, you move on the squares. Yeah.
Okay.
There you
Yeah.
go. So
I'm
that's
going
two
to move.
moves.
Yeah, that's one, and then
so
that's
he
2.
won't be able to question anyone. Okay. Do you want? Do I call you
Hmm?
Carl or like get?
Either
over
way.
Yonder. There we go. I was like,
I forgot to move my jack pawn.
Oh, well, you should
Every
do
time
that.
I move, I've got to move this guy down here.
On the bottom?
I can't ask for clues after moving the brown guy though. So these guys, I guess there's no
Wait,
point
why
in them.
not?
Can we ask for clues after we've moved 2 spaces?
I think
Uh,
it's the next.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
It doesn't matter how far you move. You can still search for clues or try to make an arrest.
all right. Well, then it's time to ask for clues on brown. I'm gonna go.
Oh wait.
with-
You got to wait till everybody's moved first. I'm sorry. Is that what you were asking? And
Yeah, I was
Okay,
like,
I'm
do
sorry.
we get to
Okay.
start questioning because
No, I
I'm
meant-
on it?
everybody moves first, and then you do the investigations.
I moved blue up to here.
Okay, I can agree with that maneuver. What are we gonna do with yellow and red?
I'd say just move them closer. because like they're kind of useless out here. So maybe like
Okay,
move this
I'm
guy
gonna
up 2.
I'm gonna move him one this way and then one this way here, and start kind of angling in that way for now. I
Sounds good.
feel like he's in that general direction. Um, do you want to posture first on with green for
Yeah, let's do it.
clues? All
Okay.
right,
Is it time?
Yes,
time.
now it's clue time.
Okay, clue time. How about 28?
No.
All right. How about 29?
No.
Wait. Yeah, you would have been able to go there. Okay. How about, well, we know you were there. 48?
No.
47?
No.
45?
No.
46? Because
No.
that'll be all of them. All right. And so you were definitely there. So I
Right.
guess I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so you didn't go this way.
That's why I'm wondering if you went over yon this way. So I can't question 117 because it's across the block for me, right? I can only do
Right. You got to be
100
connected to it.
100
You
and
can
or
only
sorry,
do
96 and 106, or no, just
you can only do
116.
116.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were
Well,
you at
actually,
116?
oh no, you can do 117. It's directly
I can?
connected. Yep.
Mhm.
Because it's on the other side of a block is what I was wondering, because there's
As long as
Mhm.
you don't cross a circle, and you can investigate that, which is
Okay,
Yeah.
weird.
awesome.
But
So, but he
Okay, so
actually
then
couldn't have moved to any of these yet because he's
yeah,
only
because he
moved
didn't use his alley thing,
right. He's only moved one space. So he has to be either at 26, 44, or 79 now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, well then we
he
might
has
as
to be
well
at one of
save
those.
questioning these guys for later,
Yeah.
because they're on the other side of Timbuktu.
I don't suppose you've been at 55 there, Game Face.
no, I haven't.
All right.
Not
Well
yet.
then.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Oh, not
Not
yet.
yet.
Okay, we
All right. I
got.
see how that is.
All right. Where's 55? Let's start angling in here. We're coming for you.
All right. So I guess that's it, right? I guess
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll go on to the next step. Okay.
Do you move again?
Yes. So I'm going to use a stagecoach this time. So I'll set this up here. That way you
Dang
guys know
it.
I've spent that.
Ooh, so he's moving 2 spaces additionally
Mhm.
this time,
Yeah.
potentially right through us. I think he's moving through green.
You think so?
I think so. He's either trying to throw us off the trail or he's moving through green, because he couldn't have gotten that far. He only went 1 space in every direction.
That would be clever. Like if he went to 29 and then I move further this way to investigate and then he's actually at 29.
Now, we can start sending red in to investigate that way, or we can take a chance and just send green this way. We can do this, right? We can totally
Oh.
plot against you, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, guys, I actually forgot. I've got to put the stage token on the time track so you guys remember that I
Okay.
used the stagecoach here, and then I moved 2 spaces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh,
So I wrote
Yeah.
does
down
it
2
consume?
numbers.
It consumes an extra time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But he only has
Okay.
a certain number of them to use, and the alleyways
Right.
allow him to cut through like the wooden parts. So that's why I'm saying he
Yeah.
didn't use an alley. He didn't cut through the wooden parts.
Mhm.
He used a coach. I'm willing to bet that he went through you on green. He's trying to get somewhere over to the right of the map.
You think so?
I would question 28, 29, 48 and stuff around that area. That's
right.
just my thought. That's
Okay.
just
All right. Done.
Sure.
I can stay. I'll stay right there.
my
I'll park it.
How does that make you feel, Game Face Killer? How does that make you feel?
So
Should we,
tense.
let's call in the rest of the troops here so we can bring
All
red up maybe to here.
Yeah, I'm
Then
gonna yellow up to here.
Yeah.
I like it. We're both on the same wavelength of how to get this done. This is good. This is how a force is supposed to work, is together.
Exactly.
So
All right,
up
and
to
then
here.
blue up to let's bring him up to there.
Did you grab him? Okay, I'll grab him. Excellent. Yes.
All
So you can
right.
question. Yeah, no, it's questioning time. Dun dun dun.
All right. So
Sorry,
who
I
wants
was
to
just
start
handed ice
investigation?
cream. I'm so excited.
Nice.
I hate you. That's not fair. Where's my 7th ice cream?
Oh my god, it's so good too.
I hate you. So were you at 48?
I was not.
Were you at 29?
No.
Ah,
No, he may have deceived us. Were you at
I think so.
28?
No.
Were you at 47?
No.
46?
Nope.
we've been had.
No! Curses!
Well, dang it. All right, next time I'm gonna move up to here and see if he went through this way.
Okay. Dang. I was so sure of myself. He looks like he just got
It would
away
have
with
been.
something too. So
I know, right?
like, what are you getting away with? I'm pretty sure that I was on to something there. I would have made an excellent officer back in the 1800s. Just saying. Little pat on the back here.
What about let's question these ones. What about
Yeah.
97?
No.
96?
No.
115? Well, I guess these you can't have gone through these, so never mind. And he couldn't have gone through here yet. So he's somewhere up in this business.
Or he's all the way over here. I'm just going to take the time to question anyways. Have you been in, what is this, 68?
That's probably a good idea.
No, I haven't.
I can do 55 and
But I
86.
haven't. Neither one of those.
Okay. Well, he definitely couldn't have made it this far, so.
Yeah. Not with us watching the gates.
No.
All right. Next round, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, so he
Okay.
stagecoached it out somewhere.
I think I'm gonna use another stagecoach.
Now you're just screwing with us.
I know. Where's he going?
He's trying to get somewhere really far, really fast, which leads me to believe that we don't have wherever he is hiding covered very well, because all he has to do is get into the clear, right? And then
Right.
we're just busy searching the left half of the map, and he's already on the other side, and he just gets to tootle his way home.
Toodle.
Tootle. Look it up. I'm sure it's a word. Definitely not something that we say in Canada.
No, of course not.
No.
All right. So where do we think that he was tootling?
Did you had to kill again, right? You had to. Where was your most recent kill?
No, he
I
doesn't
don't
have to kill again to the next
Oh,
night.
you don't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Now I just have to get back to my hideout, whichever one I chose at the beginning of the game.
I'd say I'm gonna go up here
Okay.
because I can check all of this stuff.
I would actually like to move yellow back to try and get here, if that's okay with you.
Here?
Yeah,
What's
because
here?
he may be trying to come out this way and come out the top. I still feel like he's on the upper left hand of the map.
Now let's move yellow up here and see if he can check like some of those.
Okay, so one here and then one here. All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, we can check all of this stuff.
Yeah, and then with red, what's the best way to get? I don't know. Maybe we should position somebody in this side of the map just so we have someone over here, because we are moving everybody up top. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think he's gotten past us yet. I mean,
He's
he
used
might
two
have.
carriages.
Yeah, but that's not that far.
He only gets two, I think. How many carriages?
No, he gets
get?
3. He gets 3
I've
carriages.
got one more.
So he had one move. He had one move and 2 carriages so far. So that's 5 nodes. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like he could be here, or he could be here.
He could be all the way past us right here in the back.
Right, but we haven't found him yet. Like we haven't found any trail yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, let's put blue up here because then blue can check all this stuff.
Okay, and green was just here, so
Green was here, and he definitely did not go through this way at all.
So what are we gonna do with this guy?
So he either came down here or he's gone up here, like you said. So I'd say maybe leave this guy. Yeah, like move him in the middle there, and then that way we can move him to whichever side.
Okay, hopefully we're pinning him
in
here.
On.
But this guy, I have no idea what to do with.
Just move him up.
All right.
It's getting closer.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Game face, are you moving again?
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, did you guys investigate? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we did not. We spent all that time moving.
That's right.
We did not.
Okay. Laura, you want to go first?
Who do you want to start with?
Yeah. Let's go with, I need to be able to see the table here in my bad vision. Were you in 37?
No.
Can I ask 35, or is that a corner adjacent?
That is adjacent, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I wasn't there.
Okay, 34?
No.
54?
No.
55?
No.
That would have been really sneaky.
Yeah. 37. And I can't ask 68 because it's... No, it's the same building. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
68.
It's adjacent. Yeah. No, I wasn't there.
Okay. What about What does that say? 63?
63.
63?
Yeah. No, I wasn't there.
65. Obviously, you were. There's the thing. 64?
Wait, we can't ask 64.
It's adjacent, isn't it? It's touching the corner of that
No,
building.
it's behind 63.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
have to
see.
draw a line without going through a circle
Ah,
from a dotted
so
line.
82, 83. Dang.
All right. You're striking out so far, so I'm taking over here.
By the
Taking
way,
over this investigation.
I could have gone through 65 just because there's a red circle there. I didn't kill anybody there, so
Did you go through 65?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
That's why I was telling you I didn't move there. I would have to tell you and put a clue there if I did move through it.
All right, it's your turn.
All right.
Come on, Ogre Yonder. You got to pick up the slack here.
What
Mighty Persistence letting us down.
What about 8?
No.
What? 26? 26?
We found him! Not really, but we found
What about 2?
I know
Da-na-na-na.
what
Yeah.
he's doing now!
That's where he's going. He's going up here.
He's going around the edge of the map.
Get on him.
Ah!
9? What about 9? Did you go through? That would have been
9?
weird.
No.
Okay. All right. We know where he's going. Let's do this.
All right. Is it
All right.
movement time?
Yep, I gotta decide a movement.
Yeah. He's got to do his movement.
Okay, well, he's deciding that. I want to get stuff moving. Wait, I won't say anything yet. I gotta wait for you to make your move so I can make cat and mouse. We're closing in. I have the scent of blood.
All right, I have moved. I only moved one space this time.
Confident.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay,
going
I want
in.
to move.
I'm
You're going
here.
that way? I want
Yeah.
to move yellow this way and question all these areas in here.
You'll
then
only get 38, 37. Like, you'll get those
Okay.
3.
Oh, wait, I can go up here then. That would be better.
Yeah, that's all of those.
Okay. And then I want to start moving red further down this line, if that's okay with you. Go to this
Sounds good.
square here.
Yeah, we can move blue closer too.
Okay. And then he could potentially move right here, just in case, like 1, 2, kind of like
that's a good
knight's-
idea. In case the green figures out that he's going this way or something.
Yeah, and then we can. I'm just gonna start making arrests at all the houses. You're under arrest. Nope. You're under arrest. Nope.
You can do that if you want.
That sounds
you
like the
only
late
get to pick
1800s.
One circle. You only get to pick one circle if you make an arrest.
Oh, that'd be
Stinks.
ballsy.
Yeah,
Do I get something special if I make the arrest instead of Ogre Yonder?
that's
Hey.
true. You should.
I feel like I should have bragging rights on Twitter or something. Like
Yeah.
I made the arrest. It
All
was
right,
a-
that's
a-
fair.
He has to give you one thing in his apartment.
Oh,
What?
okay.
I
Do you subscribe
Well-
to Loot Crate by chance? Can I?
Just drop ship you one of those.
Oh no, I would choose your computer.
What?
Oh, the brand new one.
gonna go with
Have
no.
you gotten that yet?
Yeah,
Nice.
I haven't set it up completely, so I'm not on it right now. But
Yeah.
in
All
other
right.
news, we're coming for you.
All right.
All right. Do you want?
So investigations.
Look,
Mhm.
you have better luck with the investigation. I'm gonna let you lead the probing questions
All right,
here.
let's do this. 4,
No.
12. How did you get to 12?
He moved one space, so he had to
Doesn't
have
even make
been.
any sense.
at-
11?
Yeah.
Wait, oh no, I can't ask anymore because you only get the first one.
Right.
Okay. Dang.
Son of a. Wait, that means that I screwed up this rule too.
No, you didn't.
Because I asked 2, right? Didn't I?
Oh, you're right.
On the
That was
last
over
turn
here?
you did, yes.
Yeah, last turn I asked 2.
Yeah.
Well, that's your fault for not
So we
catching
have
it
more
there, Jay.
information.
I know. I should have thought about that.
Cheater McFaces. Okay, well, have you been to 15?
No.
Okay, 33.
No.
34.
No.
35.
No.
36.
No.
16.
No.
66.
No.
64.
No.
49.
No.
50.
No.
Okay, then I highly doubt he's been all the way back here. So we're
Yeah.
getting there.
I think
Alright.
he's got to be maybe in here somewhere.
I think he's on
Or up
17
here.
right now. I honestly think he's on 17.
Like this is
Somehow.
one long move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So he
That's
could have
if
gone here and
he's
then like
just outside of
stagecoach,
my reach. I'm
stagecoach,
sure of
and then
it.
here.
Exactly. That's where he is. I'd bet dollars to donuts.
Dollars to
So,
Tim Hortons.
yep. Now, if he
So is
uses
that
an
it?
yes, if you use an alleyway right here, then I am certain you're on 17. Like,
Wait, why is that?
because he can cut through buildings.
Right, but he could only cut to 16 or 36, right?
Right, right.
No, he could also cut to. Oh, wait, yes.
Maybe he moves one and then uses an alley or something.
I don't think. Can you do that? Yeah, because you get two
Wait,
movements.
does all of this count as one building?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
That's why
Oh,
we don't.
you've no.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm like, we've got to find him fast because the later into the game it gets, like, the more he can position himself for, like, a quick getaway.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, so I'm using a stagecoach.
Okay.
Damn it! No! Where is he going?
All
Okay.
right, I've put my
Where's, like, my CSI crime scene investigation card that I get to, like, follow your footprints in the mud? This
Yeah,
is
right?
ridiculous.
All right, I'm going over here to see if
Okay.
maybe he snuck in through here.
Okay. I'm going to move this guy 2 spaces up this way,
All right.
which should be right here. And then I'm going to start moving blue back this way because of reasons that are highly
Blue's not
logical.
doing much. All right, red's going to move down there as well.
Okay.
Because in case he makes an escape, then we're going to need more people in position.
Did you move yellow already?
No.
Okay, so he took an alleyway. I'm
Wait.
almost positive.
Oh, he
took a stagecoach.
He took a stagecoach, yeah.
Oh, a stagecoach.
Yeah. Maybe move here and see if he's actually on 17. Well, we're pretty sure he was on 17.
I'm almost positive that he was on 17. Maybe because he gets to move 2 house spots. Maybe he's all the way up at 29 now. Maybe he, like, hustled and bustled and is getting ready to use, like, an alleyway card to get to, like, the other side again. No, that's too risky. That's too risky. I'm so confused. What do you want to do with yellow? I feel like this is our prime.
Yeah, you're probably right.
This is the lead investigator, really.
You know what? Okay, so here's the call. If he was at 17,
Okay.
which he could have gotten to using the moves that we found,
Yeah.
then a clever move would be to go to 37 or 39 with the stagecoach in order to then use an alley to get to any of this crap, right?
So do we go there and try and make the arrest and end the game, or do we just question?
I'd say that if it were me, I would go to 39 because then even if so, like 2 moves for yellow would take you here, and if you arrested 37, like then you could arrest 37, but you can't arrest 39. You can make the same move. Okay. So we can kind of confirm this by going here and then questioning 38.
Okay, I'm with you.
Because we're pretty sure he went through 17. If he didn't go through 38, then we can ask 17.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
This sounds good. I agree. Begin the questioning.
Let's do it. All right. You want to start with yellow?
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, this is our guy.
All right. 38.
Yes.
We're on the hunt.
We're so good at this.
Okay. We're the best. What about 13?
13. Oh, wait. Who's green? Oh, green's going? 13?
Yeah,
no.
going. 13, 14?
No.
Okay. 30?
No.
All right. So green is useless. He can't have made it down here.
No, there's no way. I'm thinking that we just start moving these guys into position. I mean, just to ask safely, just in case, were you on 68, 86, 69, 112? No. Okay, that's what I figured. There's no way he's all the way back here. So now it's his turn to move, and then we have to move.
Right.
Right? Yeah, okay.
All right, I'm going to use an alleyway.
He's doing it. He's doing the strategy.
Chat's helping me cheat. I just realized something. They're like our little deputies in chat. He could be doubling back on us right now.
What?
Yeah. Who says he has to move in a linear line? Like,
That's true. And then we wouldn't get any more clues if he's been to a place that he's been before.
so I feel like he has to move this way because this is obviously the area of where his hideout is, right? But like,
Well,
because if he doesn't get to his hideout, he's boned. How many turns does he have left? Not very many. He has to make it there in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 movements. So where do you think his hideout is based on the way that he's heading? If we can at least block off that area where we think he is, because he can't move through us without a stagecoach, and he's used 3 of them.
He's used all of them.
So all we have to do is section off basically the main streets of where we think his
Unless
hideout
he's moved, unless he's moved with a. Does he have an alley left? Because there's two. Isn't there 2 alleys? Yeah, there's 2 alleys.
Yeah,
So he can move
used...
through us with an alley.
Where did you think he is now? 56?
No. So I think that he moved to 39 and then used an alley to get to just anywhere.
Well, he can only go across the same piece of wooden block. He can't just like jump across the map.
Well, no, but he can go to 86, 85, 101, 102. Like he can go to any of these. All the 70s here, 71, 70 through 73.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll start moving them into.
So I think, we just need to move down this way and keep questioning. Yeah.
Okay. Have you made your move already?
Since my alley move or a new move?
Since your alley move.
Yeah, I made my alley move.
Okay. So I guess we start moving then.
Yep. Going down.
1.
Move yellow in here.
1, 2.
This is the last one to move.
Yeah, this is the tough one to decide. Do you want to go here or here?
Well, actually, so maybe go here, but then because of where he is, like 80, 85, 102, 69.
Oh yeah, he couldn't cut across
56.
to.
Well, just all of those can be questioned by this one token.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, because he can't go across like a second set, but.
I think the only way he has left to get into his hideout really is up through this area here. I wish we had an officer in this area. Did we move yellow yet?
Yeah, I moved yellow down from here.
I was going to say we could have moved it over here.
And, do you want to move him there instead?
I think that would stop him from escaping that way.
Okay. So
because he's already passed us there.
Wait, yellow was here. No. Yellow was here.
Yeah, because you questioned that. 1,
right.
2.
2 there.
That stops him from trying to go up and escape. Do you see? Or am I crazy?
Nope. Makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
I've been on the chase too long. My mind. The nights are all bleeding into one.
All right. So investigation time.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to start with yellow?
Let me know if you're doing clues or the other one. That's the only thing you'd have to...
the clues are the arrest.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we're just doing clues for now until we say otherwise.
Cool.
I feel like because he asked that question that we're within arrest range, though. So I just there's a shiny new computer on the line if I get it right?
Hey, I didn't agree to any of this.
I make my arrest it. No. Okay, yellow. 19?
No.
18?
No.
What? 39? Is that the alley movement? That'd be such a short.
I think that's the one. I think it's the one before the alley. I think he was at 17, and then stagecoach to 39, and then alley to somewhere.
Okay. Well, we're not close enough to ask any questions near there. Maybe let's do 55.
No.
69.
No.
102.
No.
86.
No.
So close. And I sincerely doubt that these two guys here have got anything going on.
Although I could ask 37.
Oh, you can.
Let's see. No.
55.
No.
Okay. Well, then I'm out of ideas.
I sincerely think that he's trying to ride the edge of the map and just like escape that way. I don't know.
You think so? Like going the long way around here?
I really wish that my red dude was one. I think he's at 56 or 57 or 40 or 20 right now because he used his alley thing. So he has to go to one of these houses where the yellow is. So he's at one of these spaces right now. And
Yeah, he
then
could totally be at one of
he
these.
successfully made it across. Like, we didn't want him to cross the main alley here, and now that he's there, we're pretty much boned. Hopefully we're gonna get lucky. Like, him making across that jump screws us, especially with
Yeah,
his
that was
alley
a good jump.
tokens. We're never gonna get him. Damn you, Jack the Ripper. Okay, we're not giving up though.
But we'll get some clues. We'll get some clues for
Yeah.
next time.
Okay,
Maybe.
so I'm gonna move him. I guess
Oh wait, is it? Did you guys finish investigating?
Yes.
I think so.
We are
Yes.
finished
Okay, so I got to
investigating.
do my next move.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna do another alley.
Hmm.
Where is he going?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so he, if he's at one of these, do you think?
Well, if he
Or
did
maybe,
another alley, he could have like
yeah, he could have
jumped and
doubled
then
back. He
jumped
could go
again.
back this way.
Wait, Game Face, does this section here, like that's unblocked
Yes.
by black lines, count as an alleyable section?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Any of the squares on
Oh.
this dotted.
Okay,
So
so I
basically,
was mistaken. He couldn't jump to anywhere in here. He could only have
Right.
jumped
Yeah,
to
that's
one
what
of
I was trying to
these.
say earlier, and I
yeah,
was
I
like, what are you
Okay.
I
talking
can't
about?
break a dotted line. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
I
so
thought it was
I'm
you couldn't break like a line
a
between
circle.
two circles. Yeah.
No, I
That's
can
only
go.
for questioning,
I can
right?
go from circle to
Mhm.
circle, but I can't go through a dotted line.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure he's on this quadrant.
I think you're probably right. He probably jumped to like 57
Yeah.
and then allied to one of these.
Let's move.
Yellow here, and then we can see
Yeah.
if he jumped to 57.
We can't go across the building like that.
Well, no, we didn't. We went here
Yeah.
and then here.
Okay.
And then I can
I want to move
plod
him
slowly.
in here because that's as far as I can. Ideally, I'd like to have him
Okay.
one space up, but
That
and
sounds
then I
good.
guess
These guys are playing catch up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move these guys like so they can start positioning themselves into the city because we only have like 4 or 5 turns left.
Yeah,
if
he's
that.
gonna escape soon. All right.
We can't let this happen. Okay.
He's literally getting away with murder.
Okay, he's gotta be on 71, 70, 72, 73, or 69.
Right.
So each person can make a single arrest, right?
Right.
You want to
Each
just YOLO
investigator.
this?
I'm very much thinking of me making an arrest on 71 and you making an arrest on 69 with the green and just hoping to God that he's not on 70 right now because I imagine
70,
he's trying to-
72, or 73?
I will
Yeah.
say if I am, let's say I'm not currently in that space,
Mm-hmm.
but you make an arrest in that space, I don't have to put a clue token. I just tell you no, I'm not currently there.
So we won't even find out if he had been there.
Right, right.
Come on, which other way is he gonna go though?
I'm just saying
I
this.
mean,
That's
it's
the,
a
that's
2
the
out of
investigator's dilemma.
Okay.
yeah.
If it's all right with you, I'm
Do
gonna
it.
make the arrest on 71.
Go for it.
I'm making the arrest on 71.
I'm not there.
Damn it!
Ah.
Damn it! No.
That's all right.
All right. Are we going in? Are we going in? Am I arresting
If
on
you want to
69?
go and try and make the arrest on 69, then it'll be the greatest Misscliks episode ever, just because.
All right. We're doing the arrest with green on 69.
I'm not there.
Dang it. Okay.
Okay, so he's basically escaped. Oh, no,
Yeah,
he wouldn't be at 57 still, so
Well, but we can find out. So
we can
all right,
clue it.
Clue on 57.
You're at 71, aren't you?
I was
Aren't
never
you?
at 57.
You're never at 57. What about clue on 56? All right, so he was at 56.
I knew he crossed onto this thing. You're at 71 or 72 or 73 right now. No, we already did
Did
71.
we-
You're at 72 or 73 right now.
Did we misestimate? Because he wouldn't have needed. So he was at 39. He wouldn't have needed an alley to get to 56.
No, he used his alley at 56 is what I'm thinking.
Right, but he's
So-
used 2 alleys in a row. So did he use an alley on 56 to get to somewhere over here, and then another alley to get even further down?
Oh no.
Or did he just trick us and like
Back
double
and
back?
forth.
What if he
Yeah.
doubled back?
Well, then we have to move yellow. We have to move yellow forward to here and get ready to question these areas.
All
Because
right,
he wouldn't
yeah,
go further back in the map with this few turns left. Like, there's just no way.
maybe unless
I
his
feel
hideout
he's
is
either
the other
moving
direction.
towards this area here. It's got to be somewhere on this side of the map. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere in these homes.
Yeah, I
Because
think
he's
you're
been
probably right.
steadily picking the pace there. He's got nowhere to go. He's running out of places to run to. So, have you made your move already? After
Um.
we questioned you? Because we're
Oh.
not gonna. Yeah, I
Okay.
don't think we're gonna
Yeah, we
question these
arrested,
bad guys.
questioned. So
Okay. So I got to make another move.
yeah,
Okay.
This game is amazing.
All right. So I made
this is
another
pretty
move.
cool.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I should be on 11. Is that right?
I
I haven't been
believe.
keeping track. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping track of your movements. I
Yeah.
thought you had 5 turns left, so.
Um. I have 11. I just wrote down my 11th in my notebook, so I think I only have 4 left. Well, counting, I have to move on to my hideout by the 15th, otherwise I lose.
Oh, you have to be on it by the 15th.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
otherwise I can't move a 16th.
Then we
Oh,
would
right.
just
Okay.
eventually corner him down and kill him. Okay, so I would like to move.
Wait, can we arrest you in your hideout?
Mm-mm.
No,
Once I
hits.
make it to my hideout, the night is
Oh, the
over.
rest of that turn doesn't exist.
Right, right.
Okay.
So let's move. I want to move yellow to here if it's all right with you, just
Mm-hmm.
in case he's trying to move through this area. If he doubled back like you supposed, like from 56 to 19 or something, and is now like traveling around the edge, and then just
Yeah.
basically start moving these guys inwards and upwards, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it sounds good. And we can question all of this stuff too.
Yeah. These blue guys. Oh, he's so far back. Did you move the red guy already? Do you know which way you want to move
No.
him? Okay,
Maybe move him over here and then question
I
here.
agree. Yes, I'm
All right,
going
move
to
him
get
over.
Greeny in there as well. Okay, begin the questioning.
All right, let's start with yellow. 41,
No,
42,
no,
40?
58. Wait, 40, 40,
uh-uh,
58,
no.
73.
Oh, from yellow? No.
Yeah, 57.
No.
Okay.
Huh.
So
Not
I
over there.
previously thought he was at 72, so I'm going to ask 72. And if a token goes
No.
down, okay, I was wrong then. I was wrong about everything.
We can ask 71 because we
71?
arrested, but
No.
88?
No.
69.
No.
What? That's every
I'm
single
telling you,
space
we've
on
been
that
had. No,
Wait,
what we haven't
no!
actually asked 70. We never asked 70
We
because we arrested 71 and arrested 69. We never actually asked 70.
This is so
So
tedious. Okay.
he could have allied and then allied.
Well, are you at 143?
What?
What?
Mind
Mind
blown. How is he
blown.
down there?
No, what?
Ah.
He allied from 70 all the way across. He could have gotten all the way to like 128 or 144. Like he could have just gone down here.
Yep.
So now the 3 guys that were playing catch up are now leading the investigation.
They're
I
like,
asked
you fools.
Yeah, I asked 142 and I asked 156, right?
No, we can only ask
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
because we got a
Oh,
clue on
that's
143.
right. Oh, well, just for a good measure, then I guess 102 and 69.
We already asked 69. It was no,
Okay.
but 102.
No.
Okay.
101, 126, 124, 85. So maybe he's down over here. We had him up until the triangle quadrant.
Yeah.
Lost him.
Dang it.
Damn.
All right.
Now the question
Game
is
face?
he still moving this way? Or is
Yeah,
he
that's
just
what we got to
trying to
figure out.
like
Is he just messing
it could
with
be
us?
this area now, it could be this area still, or he could be making his way for the Great Escape over down here.
That'd be
All
pretty
right.
clever.
I did my move.
Okay. Do we want to leave red where he is and then ask like 142, 156, 125?
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna move Bluey back.
Well, because actually, We could ask a bunch of these. Like, this
Yeah.
is connected to all of this stuff.
Blue was just right here, so I'm moving him one space forward here, and then I guess one space forward here.
Okay, I'm moving green down to there and then over here so that I can ask 128, 144, 159.
I'm moving yellow inwards just in case he is still going to that parameter, and I'm gonna try to eventually get like enough to ask that whole squat, like that whole area, just in case.
Okay.
Okay.
Red will just go down to here.
And ask questions around there.
Yeah. All right, you want to take this one away?
All right, so 76. Were you at 76?
No.
75?
No.
74?
No.
58?
No.
Okay, 105?
No.
130?
No.
104?
No.
88?
No.
144?
Okay, now I just have to figure out which way he's going. If he's-
Okay. Well, because we can ask
He
142.
could be going this way. or
Are you
this
going?
way.
Were you at 142?
With red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're in with red. 142?
Yeah. Okay, so maybe going this way?
Looks like we can still. Oh, we have to stop with
Mm-hmm.
red. Damn.
We can ask 125.
Yeah,
With
125.
No.
Okay, 141.
No.
123. So he's moving this way.
Maybe. Wait, 155. We haven't asked that yet.
Oh, can we? 155?
Yeah,
No,
that's, that's connected.
Okay. So he's like
He's
here.
Maybe?
He's in these areas then. Is his hideout in here?
I think so. Or he's tricking us again.
He doesn't have a lot of time left. I think his area is somewhere in this area. It's got to be, right? It's either this area or this area here. But since it seems like he was just here, I want to bet that he's in here.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Can I just double? Oh, I have to actually physically erase everything.
Oh, no, we can. There's
Okay.
an erase.
I was like, damn.
There you go.
Good thing I didn't become like Michael. Well, you know. Yeah. Okay, so take your movement, I guess, because we
Mhm.
didn't catch you.
All right.
It does seem like Battleship, Mr. Spork. That's a great way of putting it. It's basically
Yeah, it
Murder
does.
Battleship.
Murder Battleship. Yeah, it is.
All right, I have moved.
If you
All
guys
right.
ever play that on Table Flippin', please invite me.
Battleship?
Like Battleship. Oh yeah.
It's been years
know
since
if
I
they
played
have that
Battleship.
game.
All right, I moved yellow down.
Okay.
Maybe move red down here to question 145, see if he's going this way.
I'm going to move blue down. Oops, I still have the eraser tool here. I'm going to move him 2 spots down this way because I highly suspect he's going this way as well.
All right,
Now
we can move red also down there, or that red down there, and then this green to here, because green can then query 158.
He could be at 156 right now. I just want to make the arrest. That's what I want to do. I want to be like, praise the conquering hero. But
Do it. You can do it with red.
okay,
All right, start us off.
I'm making the arrest at 156.
You got me.
Yeah!
What? No.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah, the
goodness.
conquering hero.
I was gonna make it too. You moved out of the way.
Oh no.
2 spaces away from the hideout.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, it's very hard. I think it is very hard. I was being a little too cute. I was trying to run clear around the board. So basically, what I was trying to do, I'll draw. I started here. I moved out this way. I was moving clear around the board. Down here.
How did
and
you get through
I was trying
all
to
of
make it to
this?
this hideout. This was my hideout.
Oh, I see.
So I'm gonna send you the address for the computer. And
So I did do that 2 alley jump. I jumped from 56 to 70 and then 70 to 144. I thought that was
Okay.
really going to throw you guys off, but
it really
It was
did.
It
actually
did because we were 1 turn behind you.
Yeah,
Like I thought
and it
you
was
did the
just
alley
that
jump
these
here.
2 guys in the dragnet in the back here were the ones that screwed me.
Oh,
So
like
the
the
two
plebs,
guys,
the ones that we were just
yeah,
kind of dragging along.
and so you weren't investigating with them,
Hmm.
which was great for me, but I couldn't move through them to get to 141, and so I was kind of stuck there, and then that let everybody kind of catch
Because
up.
you used all
Oh,
your
I see.
coaches too early in the game.
Yeah, but I also wanted to try to I wanted to try to completely circumvent you guys, but I think I made
Hmm.
my arc a little too big. I think I should have cut down a little
Like cut
sooner.
through here.
Yeah, like, or maybe this big block here.
Yeah, I
You did
see.
exactly what I would have done. I would have gone around the edge of the map.
Yeah,
Like that was
because
my strategy if I was gonna
so
get.
Hmm.
oh yes, yeah, because see, one thing about this game is if you try to go right to your hideout, then they also have a clue as to where you are. They know it's close to where the first murder happened.
Hmm.
So you want to try to go a roundabout way, but not too roundabout because you don't want to get stuck. So that the other nights they don't really have any better idea where you are. So, but it's tough to do that,
Yeah,
obviously.
seriously. And I bet I mean, it's got to be even harder in the later ones when you have less movement available to you. So I kind of figured like in the beginning you would choose a hideout that was pretty far from
Hmm.
your first murder
Yeah,
because later on you would want to have the stuff available
yeah. The
or
last night I
yeah,
want to have one right nearby.
right. Yeah.
I
So is
was
that what you were
watching
planning?
a YouTube video where somebody put their hideout on number one, like the actual number one, and it was easy to find because you just say, "Oh, I'm at my hideout," like 2 turns after the murder, and it's like, okay,
Yeah,
well, you're
Oh,
obviously
so
close
you're
to your
here.
hideout.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it would have been tough. The thing that makes it harder for Jack too is less stagecoaches, less alleys in the future days. Plus, I can't kill another person in that space, so I would have had to have picked other spaces on the board, which
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
makes it difficult to maneuver from any of those.
Yeah.
Um,
Plus there's 5 of us.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
That's
I like these
that's tough.
5v1 games.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting having like a constant number versus
Hmm.
one.
Yeah.
Um I like it because it seems like it would be easier to create a balanced game that way versus something that has a varying number that you play against.
Hmm.
Um, it does kind of seem like this is a little hard for the one, just because. Well, I think because of two things. Because there's 5 of us for one,
Hmm.
but also because the nodes that we visit are not the same. So like
Right.
our method of travel and your method of travel are actually like fundamentally different,
Hmm.
which I think is really it's really interesting. It never even occurred to me to build a board game that way. Uh,
Right.
but
Yeah.
It's very
yeah,
chess-like in nature with like your
yeah,
black spots and white spots, except for in this case, it's like wooden buildings and streets,
Hmm.
snakes and ladders. Like,
mhm,
And the alleys are interesting because they can really throw you off, but you have to pick the perfect time to use them. And
mhm.
I knew I should have stayed. I should have saved a stagecoach to jump past, but
Oh, right at the end.
man,
Yeah, where did
yeah,
you use your? Let's see. So you moved, and then did you use a stagecoach to get to here?
did you
yeah.
cross through us at any
I think I
point?
used a state. No, I never used it to cross through you. I think the first time I used it, I went from here to three.
Oh, right. Yeah, you would have
So I
had to have
wanted to try
stopped.
to make you guys think I was crossing through you, so maybe you kind of get distracted down here, which but then some of you
It
kept
almost
still
worked on
pushing to the
me.
red. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then I think I used another stagecoach right afterward to go to 17. So I wanted to try to go like all the way across the map. So
Gotcha.
maybe you guys would be thrown off, but I probably should have just single moved because these spaces on the outside are actually really big. So it might have been easier
Hmm.
to single move around the edge than to use stagecoaches around the edge.
And it's there's a lot of these little black spaces between there, so it's hard for us. It's hard for us to move there, even if it isn't. It's actually that's kind of weird. Do you have to be adjacent to a circle in order to make an arrest? Like, if could I
Yeah.
be here and then arrest 5?
You have to.
Let me zoom in for people so they can see this. So, like,
You
if
don't
my
necessarily.
pawn were here, could I arrest 5, which is way over here?
Let me make that. Let me look that
There's
up.
there's lots of people that argue back and forth on that rule right now. Actually, there's like a whole forum
Oh yeah,
devoted to it. Yeah, this game is so interesting.
yeah.
Now I need a 3D version of it, MOBA style.
An
Yeah.
actual simulated version, like battle chess style. Yeah.
There's
I guess you don't have to worry about squares. It just says adjacent circles for looking for clues. When making an arrest, let's see. It just has to be adjacent circle again.
Hmm. That seems kind of odd. I would feel like you'd need to be
At the right
at
crossroads.
right at the right crossroads, like so that it's immediately adjacent, not like because this you could actually arrest somebody further away than you can move,
Yeah.
which seems a little weird.
I still think I should get one of those policeman notebooks and be able to write down all the numbers and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, because the next night all of the clues disappear, so you'd have to kind of
Oh,
start
that's
from
right.
scratch, but then kind of remember in general which direction that was moving.
Especially if you made it out. Like if you made we actually just got super lucky because this one like
All
I think
skill. I
Laura
don't know
you
what you're
yeah
talking
yeah
about.
yeah
All
Laura just
skill.
decided to ask 143 and we were like what.
Yeah. I was so, and what was really bad is there was one point where you were going to move like right here on 144 right after I had
Hmm.
just moved there. And I was just thinking to myself, what? That's like right ne next to me and I can't move through you and I have no alleys left and yeah, that was pretty hopeless. But thankfully you moved. Didn't move.
Oh
You
yeah,
I
yeah, I moved
I
over
have to
here.
make one last brag because it's important.
Sure.
Every single Misscliks game, whether it's been Eye on the Storm or Table Flippin' or anything, I've always lost. This is my first win
nice.
on Misscliks. I did it. It only took
Nice.
6 months, but we
Yay.
got there.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Well,
I mean, if I get one a year, I'll take it.
there you go. Well, we're glad we could bring this to you.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad. I was really interested in the game after watching it on YouTube. I was like, okay, this is easy because the last game we played was like the Wild West or something like that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, the bang the dice game.
Yeah, I was so
right.
confused by that.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy, the party game. But yeah,
What
speaking of YouTube, all of these things go up on YouTube. So if you guys missed any of the intro to this or any of the game discussion, then you go ahead and check it out on the Misscliks YouTube channel. But Game Face,
Yeah.
one of the my complaints about this game is that there are a lot of steps, like
there kind of
placing the
are, yeah.
tokens. Some of them are decoys. I mean, I guess I guess you can use a lot of strategies when like when I'm putting out the wretched and some of them are decoys. But to
Hmm.
me, it feels like that's kind of like a almost tacked on part of the game.
I feel like
Uh,
you don't even need the decoys for either the police
yeah,
officers or Jack. You could really just get rid
Mm-mm.
of that and it would still at the core be the same
yeah.
game.
But maybe they're more important as you make it to the other nights, which that's one thing I barely. I think the other time I've played this, the couple other times I played it, I've only made it to night 2 as Jack.
Wait, that was
So
Oh
all in
no.
one night? That was
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, I thought each turn was a night. Oh, we did this really fast
Yeah.
then.
We
yeah.
Oh
did this super
gosh.
fast.
So I had
So
to kill 5 people in four
mm,
nights, and I only killed one person and got caught the same night.
no.
I'm a terrible serial killer.
So on the future nights, since we didn't actually get to play this part, on future nights, do you the policemen all reset to their starting locations?
So yeah, that's one thing that's interesting is all of the policemen have to start where they ended on the previous night, except
Two of
for
them have to be on yellow
right,
spaces.
2 of them have to be placed
Hmm.
back on the yellow squares.
So
And
three
but
of
you
them stay
guys
where they are, and then two of them
right.
move back to yellow squares.
But actually,
Yeah.
you could put if you wanted to, the head investigator could put the decoys on those 2 spaces and keep everybody else where they were.
Oh,
So
that's
the decoys can be
interesting.
the 2 that you place back in the yellow spaces. So yeah, there's a little bit of strategy there. And then the only other thing that's different is on the third night, there's actually 2 victims, and Jack gets to pick whether to start at victim number 1 or number 2, and the investigators don't know which scene of the crime I'm starting from.
Mm.
So
So you
they
can
have to
spread
either
them like super spread
yeah,
them out like 121 and 149.
yeah, yeah. And then you guys have to decide which ones you should go to and to investigate.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty mean.
This game is
Mm.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's kind of one of those things once you learn it, it's not too bad, but it's tricky. Like I forgot that rule where you guys were only supposed to or stop after you found the first clue. You got to remember all
Right.
Yeah.
those little things because it kind of gives you a disadvantage.
Yep.
It's a lot to. It was a 30-minute YouTube video I watched before I came here today. I'm pretty sure if I had just tried to learn on live stream, I'd have been like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I do really like. So you said that there were a lot of steps to it, and I definitely agree. But I really like the uh, compounding complexity of the game, and
Uh-huh.
there's a lot more mental kind of stuff to keep track of than there is rules complexity.
Hmm.
which is something that I really like. Like, yeah, there's a lot of steps, but like you said, the steps are all super simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you learn them, they stay the
Yeah,
same. They're repeating. It's not like
exactly. It's not like, oh, did you know that this card does this and has this
yeah,
new weird effect that you've never seen before, and now you're screwed.
yeah,
Like, it's once you understand the rules, them's the rules,
Yeah.
and it's all, can you keep track of the information and can you understand what's going on, which I think it's really cool. It makes it very, uh, very, like, the gameplay is very emergent, which
Yeah.
I think is really neat.
Yeah, for sure.
So versus oh, sorry, it's been an extra week. What was the
Scotland
game?
Yard.
Yeah, Scotland Yard. So versus Scotland Yard, game phase. What do you think between the two?
I like this one, of course, thematic wise. I love Gothic, um, the Gothic era, the Victorian era. So
Hmm.
this one kind of has my heart. Just theme wise, I think it's such a cool theme. Although it is pretty dark, I guess you probably wouldn't want to play this with a. It's not a family game.
Not so much a
not a
family game.
family game.
Daddy,
Yeah.
what's a wretched? That explaining those kind of things.
It's an undead creature.
There you
Ah,
go.
yeah. See,
Yeah, there you go.
Jack the Ripper is just setting them free.
Jolly Jack, Spring Hill
Jolly,
Jack.
Jolly Jack.
Well, they called him
Jolly
Spring Hill
Jack.
Jack, and it was like, oh, that's such a happy name. It's like
Oh my god.
such a. But yeah,
Perfect.
but I definitely like the theme of this one. I think this is probably one
Hmm.
of my favorite one versus many games. What about you
Yeah.
guys? What
Uh,
about you, Yogi?
I don't know if Laura saw the Scotland Yard one.
No, I was gonna say I am unawares, but if hearing what Game Face Killer is saying, I probably would have been drawn more to this one as well
Hmm.
because I love gothic and death and torture and all that great stuff. So, I am playing a dark elf on the Misscliks prophecy, and dark
Nice.
elves are known for
There
their
you go.
insidious ways. So, this
So
game appeals to that side of me.
you'd say you fit right in late 19th century London.
I just told you I'd be the best police officer ever, like hunting down chunks of dead prostitute killers.
Perfect.
I'll make sure
Perfect.
you put that not safe for work on this YouTube episode, guys.
Yeah, might need to.
Oh,
Oh man.
So what about you,
So
Ogre?
I think so. The theme to me is, I do like the theme. It's not like so apparent in this game that I would choose it purely based on the theme, but like it's there, but it's not. I don't know. There's not like a huge amount of art and, like,
Yeah.
lore and like stuff that's actually written out for you. Uh, it is cool, but I think to me the game mechanic, the way that the board is designed is just so interesting that
Yeah.
I think I would pick this one, because your movement is your movement between being the chaser and the or being one of the chasers and the chasee
Hmm.
is different, but you guys interact in a very predictable, interesting way,
Hmm.
and the connections aren't just connections. I think that
Yeah.
that's really cool too.
Yeah, and I
So,
love the idea of things like the blocks. Like if you look at some of the
mhm.
ways you can use alleys, like there's a C block down here, which is really cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the blocks are odd shaped, so the advantage of using them can really, like if you spot a really cool block to use,
Hmm.
an alley cut through a certain alley. Yeah,
And
there's
like in Scotland Yard, there was there's a section off to the left that took you through the park. I think if you
yeah,
had, was it a walk, or not a walk, a
a
taxi?
taxi. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if you had a taxi, you could get through that thing, and that was like one of the tricky areas, I guess, right? And then, oh,
Yeah.
also on the river, you had the boat ticket if you were
Hmm.
the culprit. But in this, it's like it's just a
our
factor
videos
of
seem
how
to
the
have
map
gone
looks.
off on
Oh, really?
the screen. Yeah,
Oh, oops. How did that happen?
I have no idea.
No, I don't know
I didn't
either.
do nothing.
Hmm. That was odd.
I went to go look
Well,
at you, and I was like, "Oh, you're
hello
not there."
again.
Hello.
Sorry, folks. Uh, anyway, like I was, so what was I saying? Oh, the way that the map is designed itself is the like makes the special movement. It's not like the special movement was built in from the beginning. It's
Hmm.
all like, how can you figure out how this map works, basically.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that that's really cool, and I think that I would probably put this one a little higher.
Yeah.
Um, I do wish we'd gotten to play more of it, but I guess we'll have to do that another
Yeah.
time.
Next week,
We'll have to
like,
find
There
another
we go.
Jack. Yeah, I'm terrible at this game. I don't know why I try to I either try to overdo
Be
it
too
like this
clever.
arc, yeah, or going there I'm just too afraid. I could have just gone there pretty directly,
Hmm.
and I think I could have possibly stagecoached past you guys, and I probably should have played a little safer the first day, maybe gotten a little more creative the second day, but it's a tough balance.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I think that's pretty much all my thoughts on this game. Anything else you guys want to say before we wrap things up?
Oh, if they can make a game like this with vampires, like that'd be a great game too. Like,
There you go.
That's a
Yeah.
good.
oh yeah,
Have
That's an
to
interesting point.
have
yeah,
to have to
vampire.
pitch it to
Yeah.
who are the people who made this again? Game Face.
Actually, there is. I'll go ahead and say it. There is a 1v mini game that is Dracula based.
Ooh.
Really?
Yes, and that was actually the game that we were thinking about, or I was thinking about playing for next week, putting on for next week.
Well, since this one was pretty short, Laura, we'll have to talk about maybe having you back next week and
Yeah, no,
playing a
anytime
vampire
you
Yeah,
game.
guys need
sure.
me, as long as it's Fridays and in the evening, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Streamer
Cool.
problems. I sleep all day.
Seems reasonable to me. Cool. Speaking of streamer, I promised that I would give you a chance to tell everyone watching what you're up to these days. So, do you want to give your spiel? You warned me it was long, but
It
I'm
is
ready.
long. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm the host of this year's GexCon, July 23rd and 24th in Fredericksburg, Virginia. There's a chance to win free tickets to that. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and retweet my pinned tweet. Every other Monday, I'm giving away 2 tickets so you and a friend can come to the convention. I'm the host of the Core Report, a Heroes of the Storm talk show that goes live every Tuesday at 9 o'clock Central. Myself, Royalite, and a special guest that we bring on to talk about all things, you guessed it, Heroes of the Storm. I'm on the Misscliks channel on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock Central. I roleplay the Dark Elf that I spoke of before. Every other Friday, myself, Airho TV, and Nick Hotz do a Pantheon Rise of the Fallen talk show. It's a new MMO that's in pre-alpha right now. I'm a full-time variety streamer here on Twitch, and I am also a host, a journalist. I've just opened up my own media site. It's called nexusspider.gg. I'm looking for photographers, journalists, anyone who's passionate about esports to become a part of the fan site. So please make sure you check that out. Shout out to my sponsors at Nerdvana Clothing. Use code Lorelania to get up to 20% off your purchase, and also to sportsbetting.ag. Know your limit, play within it. Make sure you're 21 years of age or older and that you know all of your state gambling laws. And follow my social media, please.
So what you're saying is you're not busy at all, and there's not much that you do online.
I don't do it. And I caught you.
And you had time to catch Jack the Ripper.
And I had time to catch him.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight,
Oh,
and
thanks for having me.
everyone at home watching. Laura, would you like to flip the table?
Do I just hit the button that says
Hit the
flip table?
button.
Oh, it's so good.
I will see you guys next week. Night.
I
Bye,
like this
guys.
London background.
Yeah,
I'll have to give everybody a preview before we go.
the cobblestone niceness of it.
Yeah.
The sparkles too that fly around. It's great.